I think we are live.
Yes, sir. Hello, guys. How are you? Hope we both are audible and visible. So this is a 100-day strategy for all the FMG aspirants who are giving the December 2024. Before going to that, Siraj, I saw your reel
Yes,
that
sir.
you have put on the PDL Media channel, like a student asking, is there anything for FMG students? What is it all about, sir? So can you?
Definitely, sir. For our FMG aspirants, we have multiple courses that we have launched actually. And not only that, specifically for our FMG aspirants, we are starting one of the live batch that is going to be announced at the end of the session. And a surprise, I can say a surprise gift for all the FMG aspirants, those who are watching, is going to be at the end of the session.
Great, sir. Great, sir. Sir, many students message that after the exam that, sir, I've got 140, 142, sometimes even 149. What is something they can do? Like because 149, like you said once, 151 or 150 is 300. And
Right.
anything less than 150 is not relevant at all because it's a qualification exam. So
Yes.
what is the thing, what you're going to tell to the student who's like 145 or repeating for one more time this December? Is there any plan you have? Is there any 100-day strategy? Because there are close to 100 days left for the exam. So is there any strategy? Please tell us, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, we do have a strategy also, plan also, and something for our students as well. These students, those who are coming in 130, 35, 40, sir, these are very well-read students. I have observed them very closely, and they are one of the hard-working student in the entire country, I would say, for whatever courses you can take. They're one of the hard-working students. The only thing is that on the day of examination, sometime either they are very anxious or they are nervous or they are making too much of the silly mistakes. So to counter all this problem of anxiety, silly mistakes, increase their confidence and lot of MCQ practice, we definitely are going to launch our batches specifically designed for our FMGA students. And we make sure that we don't only give the courses, we mentor them throughout this journey so that they don't have to see that bad phase of their life all over once again.
True, sir. The mentorship is very important. Students get depressed. Can I do it? Is it possible for me to do it? Lots of students are in that phase that 5, 6 years they stay in a foreign country and they come back with lots of hope. And this exam is kind of sometimes sort of difficult.
Right,
So
right.
how do you think the students should manage? If they are still struggling, should I prepare continuously or should I do something else sidewise to prepare? What is your take on that, sir?
Sir, I always say the students that whenever there is examination like this, and if you're one of the repeater student, I always say that practice more number of MCQs along with your theory portion. So let's say you are reading for 10 hours a day, make sure that you are going to dedicate at least 25 to 30% of your time on the daily basis on the MCQ, and rest of the time should be dedicated to the theory. The problem with most of the students, we see that they are doing either MCQ based. So what they are going to do, they are going to solve all the MCQs. You ask them any MCQ, they know actually the answer of that, but they don't know the why behind that answer, but they know the answer. So, and there are some group of students, those who are actually doing all the theory portion and they are not doing MCQ, they are not going after GT. So we have to make sure that there should be a balance between the both. And that is what we are going to teach all the students in this session. And I would say the launch of the courses that we are going to do for all these students for this purpose only.
Great, sir. Mohammed Shaznawaz has said, Assalamu alaikum, sir. Good evening, medical law. Hello, water life. And so hope you guys are there now and live. Sir, you told that there is something surprise, there's element which is there for the upcoming aspirants, right?
Definitely, sir. Surprise element, we have to understand their weaknesses and we have to target those weaknesses.
True, sir.
But for that, as the session says that this is going to be 100 days strategies, let us quickly take the student through what actually are they going to follow in these 100 days. What should be their actual approach for these 100 days, whether they are going to be one of the self-study student who is doing self-study, or they are following any particular platform, that doesn't matter. But what we have to do, we are going to follow these particular, this particular timeline that is going to be discussed. I hope my slide is visible, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it?
It's visible. I think for students, this should be a very good opportunity because sir is one of the leading authors of FMG solutions, which is followed by every student. And
Right.
with experience, what sir brings, I think this 100-day should please guys follow whatever sir says, and hopefully we'll meet you after the results within flying colors.
Right,
Yes.
right. Sir, first and foremost, the usual problem, sir, the exams are over. I could not clear this. What should I do? Whether I should, go for the all over again, or whether I should join a new coaching. So there is a lot of confusion that is going on in the student's mind at this point of time. So I would usually suggest few of the important points, and I want these students to just follow this, right?
Mhm.
Now, with respect to examination and result, we know that for sure that life has never been fair. Most of the students are still into that depressive phase कि sir मेरे साथ गलत हुआ and I did not expected this. I can totally understand. Now there are two things. One is you want to stay in that phase of life right now and you want to continue for let's say another week or 2 week or 3 week, or you want to move on with that and continue with your career, continue with your studies. See, if you're going to look at the life, sir, you also must have faced many a times that you are working hard, but some other students or maybe someone else aced the examination. So due to just one particular day, let's say a few marks cannot decide your entire career. The problem with our students that I face is they are making this examination as everything. But truly speaking, sir, once you are also teaching and mentoring thousands of students across the country, this examination is not everything. This is just one, I would say, a passport to enter into the actual medical life, medical career. So don't keep on, keeping yourself stuck in that point of time कि यार मेरे साथ गलत हो गया. अपने आप को वहां रोको नहीं. Try to keep moving. Life has never been fair, and who said that it is going to be fair, right? So right now, I would say that there's a high time that you analyze what went wrong, especially for those students जिन्होंने 2 बार से ज्यादा एग्जाम दिया है. If you have given 2 or more than 2 attempts, try to analyze what went wrong. कुछ गलत कर रहा हूँ क्या? Am I not paying too much attention on my basic? Am I following someone who said कि यार मेडिसिन, सर्जरी, फार्मा छोड़ के चले जाओगे तो काम चल जाएगा? If you are having any that kind of guidances, I would strongly say that try not to repeat that. This examination is mainly on the clinicals. They are testing your clinical knowledge. They are testing your basic knowledge as well. Because rest assured, once you have the idea who is actually involved behind, who is the brain behind this, you will not do this kind of mistake. The brain behind this entire examination are very senior professor, very senior people, those who have counseled and mentored, let's say 20-30 batches in their entire medical career. So they are having very rich experience and they know already when and how to confuse you. So you cannot just go and read superficially and you think that you will be able to crack this one. And for all the student, I always say that practice the rare MCQ technique. Now, rare MCQ is not any rare MCQ. It's just a mnemonic. You don't read about rare MCQ. It's just a mnemonic that you try to read the basic, analyze. After reading, don't just close. Analyze. Give yourself some time. Analyze. Revise the same. Now, there is one technique that I have followed in my learning also, sir. And I always say to my NEET, PG, NICT and FMG aspirants, कि बच्चे आप 1 घंटे का अगर पढ़ाई करने जा रहे हो ना 60 minutes, then read only for 45 minutes. Then you might be wondering, sir, what about the 15 minutes? I would say whatever you have read in the last 45 minutes, revise it again. So one revision is you are going to revise after 40 days, 30 days, 20 days, and one revision I say on the same day. Believe me, this has been one of the very effective technique. आप किसी भी examination के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हो, it doesn't matter. What matters is कि approach सभी examination के लिए same है. Question pattern for all the examination is little different, लेकिन type of question में थोड़ा variation है. बाकी overall is going to be same. Examiner same है, exam body same है. After analyzing, revising, try to educate. Now, there are two kind of people. One is educating on social media. Try to avoid that. Educate yourself, or maybe if you have a small group of 2 to 3 people, try to do group discussion. Usme try to educate. Don't try to bring out everything that you know at that point of time on social media. उससे तुम्हें जितना बच के रहोगे, मैं हमेशा बोलूंगा, try to stay away from that. Keep yourself in the motivated form. You see, the problem is there are chances कि let's say you are planning a 3 weeks study plan. Maybe a week or 10 days you'll be studying good. But after 10 days, at some point of time, a thought will stuck. What will happen if the same kind of exam will happen? What will happen agar wahi ho gaya to? What will happen agar ye nahi aaya to? Now that is going to be absolutely normal. You have to keep yourself motivated. You have to keep yourself in confidence that yes, I am studying. I am going to get through this one. And I am going to get through this one. Questions you have to practice on the regular basis. So rare MCQ is read, analyze, revise, educate, motivate yourself, keep yourself in the motivated form, and have confidence. And again, questions should always be a part. Sir, anything you would like to
Question,
add to this?
like there's a student Mohit who has commented that there's one platform MCQ enough, or should I try different platforms and MCQs? What is your take, sir?
सर देखिए, एमसीक्यू करने के लिए तो आई नेवर से कि आप एमसीक्यू करने के लिए अपने आप को रोको. इफ यू आर डन विथ वन प्लेटफॉर्म यू कैन गो डेफिनेटली, बट द थिंग इज दैट एक तो पहले पूरा करो. It's not like that ki you pathology do neoplasia from this platform and you're trying to do inflammation and general pathology from other platform.
True, sir.
First you finish one platform and then you think about MCQ. तो जितना करो उतना बेहतर है. There's no limit to that. But again, don't just compromise your theory portion just because you are doing a number of MCQs.
True, sir. Great, sir.
And again, whatever I wanted to say on this one, that remember always topics are always going to be repeated, not question. Because sir, in one of the examination of 2023, they asked what is the mechanism of action of bedaquiline. So at that point of time only I said that bedaquiline, B for bedaquiline, A for ATP synthase inhibitor. And in the next examination, I told them, student, the next examination there might be a question on the side effect. And definitely on the next examination, January 2024, they asked what is the side effect of bedaquiline. So the side effect of bedaquiline was, let's say, QT prolongation. Then we said, okay, TB question they are asking. The next exam, there will be other anti-tubercular drug and their side effect. So July 2024, what they asked that what is the side effect of ethambutol, है ना? Clinical based scenario पे ethambutol. Now upcoming examination में they will be giving, they might give, I'm not saying they will be giving, they might give questions that which anti-tubercular drug is causing hypothyroidism, है ना? And if you're going to get this question, you are just a lucky student that para-aminosalicylic acid and ethionamide will be causing hypothyroidism, or they can say anti-tubercular drug causing peripheral neuropathy. So I think the pattern is going to be same. Right? Questions are never going to be repeated. They're not going to ask the same question that QT prolongation is a side effect of which drug. They might ask, but chances are very less. So just focus on the topic. Topics are always being repeated. And each subject is going to be, guys, equally important. You see, if you're reading a pharma or patho for, let's say, 5-6 days, the number of questions are 25 to 28. If you're giving your time for psychiatry, let's say 1 to 2 days, or forensic 1 to 2 days, the number of questions are going to be 6 to 7 or sometimes 5 to 6. So if the subject size is smaller, the number of questions are also smaller. So each subject is equally important. ऐसा नहीं है कि medicine बहुत important है और psychiatry बिल्कुल नहीं है, या pharma बहुत important है, forensic बिल्कुल नहीं है. Each subject has its own pros and cons. And for this examination, I always say 19 means 19. It's never 18. It's never 20. It's always 19. You have to focus on each. अगर कम भी समय है, तो try to do at least their important PYQs from FMG solution or whichever source you are following for MCQ.
Sir, Afroz Ali is again first of all, he's a big fan of yours.
Mhm.
And there's a question like, should he solve NEET PG PYQs or should stick to FMG PYQs?
Sir, if they can get at least 3-year ka NEET PG PYQ before the examination, right? Let's say there is a 3-week examination hai, 3 hafte pehle, if you could do, that is much better option that I would always suggest. At least 3 previous year examination they should do.
Perfect, sir. Then, sir.
Now, moving forward, I always say that whatever your flaws are there, whatever your weaknesses are there, accept the weaknesses first. Now, the problem happens is, if a student is weak in, let's say, anatomy or pharmacology or pathology, they try to run away from that subject. और यही नहीं करना है. The more you run away from that subject, the more that subject will run after you. Or this small gap that we have, sir, 140 to 150 or 145 to 150, is most probably because of that weak subject, that you are keeping it as a weak subject. So let's not keep it as a weak subject. Try to accept it first. What happens is when the student accept it, they get overburdened. Sir, इतना सारा drugs है, इतनी सारी pathology में slides है, या whichever subject, है ना, कैसे पढ़ेंगे? So see, don't overburden yourself at one point of time. Try to utilize the fragmentation technique. What is the fragmentation technique? Divide that burden into small fragments. So what does that mean? That means that, let's say you have a 10-hour study plan, you do your study 9 hours. For daily basis के लिए 45 minutes should be dedicated to the weak area. 45 plus 15. What is 45? Read that weak area. What is 15? Revise that weak area. So when they are going to stay in touch with their weaker subject, let's say for longer period of time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, slowly and slowly you guys are going to develop confidence in that. So your weak area will not be weak anymore. Your weak area is going to be one of the strongest area. And believe me, guys, this is I'm telling on my on the basis of my personal experience. अगर मेरे बच्चे वो ये बात सुन भी रहे हैं जिन्होंने इसको फॉलो किया है, that they said कि sir their pharma was weak. All I said that follow for this 2 to 3 weeks. Come back to me, message me after 2 to 3 weeks. They did the same thing. All they said, sir, आप जो बोलोगे मैं कर दूंगा. They did. And after that, they said, sir, I gave just one small GT of 50-60 question, and pharma was the subject जिसमें मैंने maximum correct किया with the confidence.
That's great, sir.
Yes. I'm not making it up. And any of our students, if we, if any of your students, if you have followed, believe me, and if you are going to follow, believe me, you're not going to, you're not going to regret it. आप निराश कभी नहीं होगे, follow करके देखना. ठीक है, weaknesses को ignore नहीं करना है, accepted.
Perfect, sir.
जो time management है बात कर लें अभी, or you have anything to put across?
Nothing, sir. It's going good. Like Mohammed Shasnawaz has asked, do we need to do INICT PYQs as well?
देखिए INICT PYQ पे बहुत ज्यादा टाइम आपको नहीं देना है, बिकॉज INICT का और नीट पीजी का जो MCQ है, ये टॉपिक हमेशा एक्सचेंज होते रहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू टेक 2021 2022 INICT, मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन आर फ्रॉम FMG. तो कहीं ना कहीं ये क्वेश्चन आपके FMG में आए हुए हैं. if you are doing 4 to 5 year of FMG exam question, you are already revising all this topic. तो अलग से करना नहीं है, you are already going on the right track. Just keep moving in the same track.
And one more thing is INICT is conducted by AIMS, JIPMER or PG Chandigarh,
Yes.
but NEET PG and FMG is conducted by the same organization.
Same
So
body.
there is more chance that overlaps will be in NEET PG and FMG compared to INICT.
Exactly.
Because
अच्छा सर, एक
time
और बात
management
है.
is something
Yes.
very, very important. Like not just during FMG prep or NEET PG prep, during the entire life of a doctor, there's one thing which most of us are still struggling to manage it. So how will a student manage the next 100 days, sir?
Yes, so this is something which is very, very important. I am sure the students are going to utilize everything that I'm telling you. Sir, 100 days को सबसे पहले तो 100 days count करने से पहले write it on a paper. Let's say you are one of the younger brother. All the students, those who are listening to me, you all are like our younger brothers, and we are telling you from the heart whatever is coming from the heart. 100 days को कैसे utilize करना है? We are going to split it into 3 important parts. Part 1, 55 days. Part 2, 30 days. Part 3, 15 days. Now, what is this 55, 30, and 15? We have to divide our subject. We have to divide our subject in these 3 fragments. That पहले part में you are actually going to finish first revision in 55 days, second revision 30, and third one will be 15 days. So inverted pyramid हम form करेंगे और कैसे इसको utilize करना है देखते हैं. Again, time management, goal oriented study you have to do. Try to stay away from all kind of distraction. Let's say आजकल बच्चे पढ़ते भी हैं, so they sit with phones. The biggest distractor right now is going to be phone. So before I discuss this schedule, I want to put an important emphasis on this, that if you want to really finish in this timeline, 55, 30, and 15, you have to stay away from the sources of distraction. It can be your Insta, it can be phone, it can be your reel, it can be girlfriend, it can be whatsoever. Eliminate the sources of distraction. Try to read with your notes and not with your phone. Phone मतलब phone से तो अगर आप online class कर रहे हो तो पढ़ो, लेकिन try to avoid जो वो reel वाला time जो kill करता है सर. It's one of the biggest killer and biggest distractor that I have seen recent days में. तो इसको avoid करना है. You have to plan your schedule ahead of time, and you have to set realistic goal on the daily basis. कैसे set करना है मैं वो भी बता दूंगा आपको पूरे open करके. Study with the frequent breaks, like let's say 90 minutes ka study, 15 minutes ka break, like that you can do, or 2 hours ka study, half an hour break, like that. You have to study with the frequent breaks and avoid futuristic thoughts. Now, this is one of the important things that always keep the student पीछे की तरफ खींच के रखता है. They're studying today and they'll think कि अच्छा, what about what if this question doesn't come? What if the same topic doesn't come? You think like this: what if the same topic come in your examination? Will you be able to mark? What
or
if
maybe think like I'll clear the exam and get an award from Siraj, sir.
Yes.
That is a positive thinking.
Yes. What if you have to teach this subject to your junior? Will you be able to face him or not? So rather than putting your thought in the negative way, I would always say put it in the positive way. Don't think too much in the futuristic way में. अपने शेड्यूल को अहेड ऑफ टाइम, जैसे 100 डेज अभी प्लान करिए, कल सुबह क्या पढ़ना है पहले उसको शेड्यूल करिए. रियलिस्टिक गोल डेली बेस होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं एक दिन में पूरी फार्मा खत्म कर दूंगा. नो 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 नो. If you are not going to put a realistic goal, by the end of the day you are going to get depressed, and once you get depressed again, you will not be pushing with your schedule. अपने schedule से आगे नहीं बढ़ोगे, और आगे नहीं बढ़ोगे तो again everything will be everything will go in vain, है ना. उसको आप आगे लेके नहीं बढ़ पाओगे. So कैसे करना है, अब आगे चलते हैं. I think sir, whoever student is studying, 10 से 12 घंटे they are studying on the daily basis, 10 to 12 hours. And since we are having 100 days, I say for the first and second read, try to do 2 to 3 subjects per day. It can be 2, it can be 3, depending on yours. Depending on the student. And morning में क्या start करना है, it should be decided night before. For example, what I have to study tomorrow morning, the first thing, I will decide tonight and then I'll go off to bed. And ऐसा नहीं कि मॉर्निंग में I'll get up, I'll brush and then I'll decide आज क्या पढ़ें. आज मूड है ना, आज मूड है साइकेट्री पढ़ने का, थोड़ा सा दिमाग खराब करने का मूड है, दिमाग सही करने का मूड है, तो यू डोंट डिसाइड ऑन दैट बेसिस, है ना. आज मन है थोड़ा रंग बिरंगा पैथो पढ़ने का, है ना, वैसे नहीं. इट हैज टू बी डिसाइडेड अहेड ऑफ टाइम. 100 days को we are going to put like this. So sir, the time that we are having, let's say subjects like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, if they are going to spend 3 days, they'll be
Same
finished.
thing, sir. Medical lovers also has 100-day schedule ban dijiye. So this is the schedule what Siraj is recommending. So for all FMG aspirants, please take a screenshot of this, keep it with you, maybe save this as a screensaver and follow this religiously. Yes, sir. Over to you.
बिल्कुल सर. Sir, the same like subject like medicine, surgery, and OBG. If you and me are given a chance to revise, not to read because they have read it already, I think
True.
6 days is enough.
More than enough.
Subject like patho, pharma, PSM, micro 4 days, ENT, ophtha, pedia 2 days, and psychiatry, radio, ortho, anesthesia, forensic, derma 1 day each. I think that much enough time is good, because the problem is I want to actually give lot of time. I want to give medicine 20 days, but do we have that much time? We don't have that time. So we have to adjust with whatever time that is left with us. However, if one student feels that, sir, I have done, let's say, ENT already, you don't spend 2 days on ENT, you spend 1 day. You use the extra 1 day in whichever subject that you want. So this is just a model schedule that I'm telling you. It can be modulated according to the student's requirement. Second and third reading will be the next 45 days, where 30 and 15 days will be respectively we are going to put. So this will be total 100 days, sir. And they are going to utilize this one, something like this. I hope this is visible to all the students, that when you do 1 to 2 subject, or more than 2 subject studies, you can do like this. Let's say physio and pharma plus anesthesia. So 10 hours study, you can put, let's say 4 hour plus 2 hour. Anatomy, surgery, ortho. So anatomy, you can put daily basis with 3 hour. So what you do, you can plan a schedule of, let's say 15 days or 10 days. 10 days में try to see कि physio का कितना हो गया, pharma का कितना हो गया, anesthesia. So you will realize that after every 8 to 10 days, you are finishing 3 subjects साथ में. And at the same time, you are staying with one subject for longer duration. And that is exactly what I want. Let's say you read physiology today, respiratory system, different type of volume, capacity. Tomorrow, when you start the next chapter, and let's say cardio, try to flip the pages of whatever you have read today. Why I'm emphasizing so much on this? Because your examination does not want you to be very, very talented. Examination want to test whether you are well read, well revised or not. And I have seen many average students are acing this examination with beautiful marks. So all of you guys, you can think about this. You can think about making a schedule, something like this. And you can keep it on your table and you can continue. Now, sir, the question comes that if a student is doing self-study, what do we have to offer for them? For upcoming aspirants, do we have something to offer? That is what we are going to discuss in this next coming few minutes. So the master plan is going to be summarized something like this, that first revision should be finished by 55 days, second revision in the next 30 days, and last revision in 15 days. and you can easily do this. The last वाला जो 15 days है ना, इसमें don't follow 2 to 3 subject. Last वाला जो 15 है, 15 day, I always recommend that start a subject and finish a subject. Let's say you have started forensic, start by the half day, 3-4 p.m. तक finish. Take the next subject, take and finish. So last वाले में don't do multiple subject. First and second वाले में you can give an approach of multiple subjects.
That's
So
great, sir.
yes.
I think that's a exact schedule what every FMG aspirant should follow. Be it the amount of duration, you can modify, like Siraj has said, based on the strength and weakness of yours. So it's a perfect plan. Everything is sorted. So, like coming back to the first question, you said that there's a surprise element from PW.
Yes, sir.
What is the surprise element? Are you going to give some scholarship? What's in the store, sir?
Yes, sir. The surprise element is going to be quite simple, sir. For all our aspirants, especially for FMG aspirants, we are going to offer 100% scholarship for anyone who has got a 130 plus in the previous examination. 130 plus if you have, you are getting 100% scholarship. मतलब आपको complete जो package है, it will be given on free basis completely. All you have to do is download the app, sign up and fill the form. And where is the form? I think the form is there in the description box here.
Or we'll share all the details for you in the follows in the Instagram. We'll put the form there in Instagram. If it's not, if must be in the description box, we'll have a look at it. If not, we'll definitely fill it there. Fine.
No problem. So we will provide a form. उसमें कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको अपना डिटेल प्रोवाइड करना है, and you are going to put your previous एग्जाम का जो स्क्रीनशॉट है ना, जहाँ पे आपका रोल नंबर और वो नंबर मार्क्स आता है, तो you just have to show that. You just have to show and just upload this, है ना, वो एक स्क्रीनशॉट उसमें हाईलाइट कर दीजिएगा, and you can show and you can have. However, if any student have got, let's say, 100. So for those students, I always say that you need to spend some more time, especially with your basics. Because these students, sir, I would strongly recommend go for rapid revision, go for TND. Rapid revision TND and do lot of MCQ plus the GT. GT this time is going to be planned by us. It will be strictly under our guidance. We are going to schedule and we are going to look for the question for the GT that you guys are going to get.
Perfect,
In addition to this, yes, sir.
This plan will have the recorded lectures, the Q-Bank, everything, right?
It will have recorded lecture. It will have Q-Bank. They can even attend, the live lectures as well. The live batches also they can attend.
Sir, like I said, most of the aspirants have already read once. Do we have anything like a test and discussion for them along with this batch?
Yes, for these students only, I am coming up with a test and discussion batch. And this test and discussion batch will be starting on 21st of September. It is going to start on 21st of September. And this is the schedule that is looking like. It will be something like this. And if you see, sir, the subject has been placed in a very, a planned way that subjects are getting either 4 to 5 days. The bigger subject, the smaller subjects are getting 2 days to revise. The students are going to read, revise, and attend the test. So the test will be live 1 hour. For example, 3 p.m. pe discussion will start, but 1 hour before the test will start.
Perfect,
so
sir.
They are going to attend the test, and after that, the teacher will come. The subject specialist, subject matter specialist will come, and they will do the discussion. For bigger subject, the discussion will be for, let's say, the number of question, according to number of questions, the duration will modulate. That is going to be around bigger subject around 75, depends on faculty if they want to take more question. But minimum there will be 75. For a smaller subject, it will be 50 to 60 question.
Great, sir. So I think this schedule will help them because students are like, I am not in touch with the teacher. I think this will help them, like you read, you come, we'll discuss the important points, PYQs, everything. Right. So we'll share this exact timetable also. This is a model timetable. We'll share the exact timetable for you in the app very soon.
Exact timetable. The timeline is going to be same. Subject thoda upar niche ho sakta hai, depending on the faculty availability. But this is the schedule that we are going to follow. If you can see, every subject has been placed like 3 to 7. So Vinesh sir will take anesthesia on 3rd of November. Then the next is surgery. So you want at least 4 or 5 days. So you are going to revise surgery. And let's say the next subject is forensic, that is a smaller subject, so you're getting 2 days. After that, medicine, so you can utilize another 4 or 5 days for medicine. So likewise, each subject has been placed very much strategically for all these aspirants. This is going to be a test and discussion batch, and this test and discussion batch definitely is going to give them an extra push that they actually require in the schedule.
Great,
The
sir.
problem is most of the students are studying. They do not have their own schedule. They're
True.
not able to follow that. So this is going to give them a schedule that, okay, the first test is going to be microbiology by Dr. Mamta Java ma'am. So I have to read microbiology in a way that I need to perform in these tests.
Perfect.
Likewise, the next will be you followed by radiology. So likewise, this schedule is going to give them edge, and it is going to actually give them a push that how and in which direction should they proceed.
Great, sir. Sir, Mohammed Shasnawaz has a question. Fresher को scholarship मिल गया या नहीं? Mohammed Shasnawaz, connect with either sir or me. We'll definitely looking forward to that, and we'll definitely do something for them as well.
All right. So I think you have already answered the query. आप एक बार connect करिए. We'll try to see whatever the best can be possible. Dawood Ali has asked a question. Pharma को बिना बुलाए कैसे याद करें? Is rapid revision enough? I think at this point of time, I will recommend rapid revision only. And if you're in any of the cities जहाँ पे अगर मेरा class आना बाकी है या अगर आपको access मिल रहा है, if you're one of the students, those who have got 130 plus and you're getting full access, then I would say you can go ahead with either rapid revision or the full lecture, depending on your own understanding. अगर आपकी understanding ठीक है, proceed with the rapid revision. If you're one of the fresher and you have never read, I would strongly recommend to go for the regular class.
Perfect, sir. So that's great news for every aspirant who's giving the FMG December exam. You will have the entire acts of PW Media free of cost if you are got more than 130 score. We'll share the links for the Google form soon in all our social media handle and also the PW Media social media handle. So
Right.
spread the thing to every friend of yours who feels that they're still a burden. It's not a
Right.
burden. Your thing is on us. You will definitely clear the exam. Hopefully, we'll meet you by December.
Definitely. And I think this is what PW believes also, that for studying, money is not something that should be a limiting factor. तो इसलिए अब इससे बेहतर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. And not only that, as I told you, that you guys are going to get also mentorship, also from the faculties, the faculties, those who are going to take, the classes. And apart from that, we will also be in touch with you throughout this program, and we'll make sure कि 100 days में by 24th of November, your entire syllabus with revision is going to complete with this CND. However, if you are weak in any of the subject, you can go ahead and you can watch the lecture that is already there in the app. That is something that is available for all the students, sir.
Great, sir. Great. Thanks a lot, sir, for your time and availability. And I think all the students will be looking forward to our sessions. And all the very best guys, don't worry about anything. Just give your time. We'll make sure the entire team will work for you and we'll work together and ace the exam.
Right, right. So
Thank
I
you.
think with this, I can say that very soon I am very excited to see you all in our classes. So that is going to be a live class, live interactive class. So no matter where you are, in whichever part of the country you are, you can join that and you can attend the test and you can give the discussion. And I think, sir, do they have to pay for TND?
No, sir. It's also will be included in the same batch. If your score above 130 and if you are going to put your heart and soul to crack the exam,
Yes.
the rest everything is sorted. Your pocket need not worry. We will take care of everything for you.
Wow. So that's one of the best news for the day. I think each of the student, any student, those who are listening to us are going to get benefited by this. And I strongly request all our students, those who are listening to you, share this to someone who may need this, who may need to hear and who may need to avail this kind of, benefit and offer from PW Med.
True, true. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time and all the very best guys for everyone. So hopefully you will get clear the FMG 2024 and enter the internship max by Jan. Right? See you. Thank you, guys.
Very much to all of you guys. All the very best.